I did actually was gonna start with the company a while ago before Johnny Ace was gone because I talked to him, went down there, met with him in Philadelphia, and he was going to put me to work. Then all of a sudden they had that budget cut. So then I got the call, said, we have to wait, give me 6 months, and we'll get you in here, started. So that went through, and then after the budget cut, of course, the things that happened with the situation with Vince McMahon, and then putting Johnny Ace involved in it, and then he was gone, so it was like it was a blind spot. So what do we do next? He's not the person. He was the one that was actually hiring me and put me to work. Then now I have to start over again. So I've been talking to them again, and hopefully I can get through and go back to work. And I want to go back as a producer type because I feel that I can give my knowledge and help in any way for the company. Since all of our family has been wrestling for the company, and we have such a great relationship with the WWE. I think that it would be something I can give back. Because my wrestling days, I'm still wrestling, but I really don't want to do it anymore if I don't have to.
When you did work for WWF, you did a lot of house show work in and around the same time frame, the 92 time frame, including some syndicated TV work. I know you had an actual world tag team title match against the Steiners when you were with Brooklyn Brawler there. Obviously that was something that a lot of folks in the business aspire to, but how did those particular bookings occur?
Well, I remember very well. That's when my dad and my uncle and my cousins were actually signed. They just signed with WWF at that time, and I was young. I was only 17 years old, and I would be there with my dad, and of course I was working already. I broke in at 1980. Ring time started in 1987, but I actually started in 85. So, I was there. I was just hanging there, and I'll never forget it. My dad walked up to Chief Jerry Strongbow, God rest his soul, because him and Sergeant Slaughter were actually the ones in charge at that time. And he goes, "Hey, put my other boy to work." And the first thing Chief looked at him, he goes, "Oh, you damn Samoans could work. All right, let me see what I can do." So I didn't expect them to put me in a big main spot because I was young at that time. So they put me to work, and I did TV, and then I was actually on the road with no contract. I was traveling with my cousin Yoko and Mr. Fuji, and then with Keish, so, I had the opportunity to be on the road. I would stay on the East Coast and do all the road shows. And I worked a lot actually with Marty Jannetty and X-Pac 1, 2, 3. I was actually kind of married to them because we were on the road, and we'd wrestle, Boston Gardens, then Hartford, that little loop, and then you come down to PA, do Hershey, and then Philadelphia. So it was great to work with those guys, and I had the opportunity to work with a lot of great names. So I'm very honored that I had that opportunity to be on the road at a young age, and then be able to re-sign back in 90, I believe it was 98. Me and my cousin Matt Rosie, we signed together to start a new age Samoan type thing they wanted to do. And at that time, they had us on contract. We actually sat home. They wanted us to get in shape. They would actually fly us up to the office, work out in the office. They wanted us to really look different. And at that time, I told them, said, "Listen, if you want me to lose this weight and get in shape, send me down to Puerto Rico. I want to wrestle." So Bruce Pritchard called up Carlos Colon and said, "Hey, we'd like to send Loyd down there." He goes, "Hey, he's welcome anytime." So I went down there, and I stayed for about 6 months. And in that 6 month time, I lost 100 pounds in 6 months. I was busting my butt every day, working, down there in Puerto Rico, plus in the gym every day. And when I came back, the office was amazed. It was like, "Wow, you lost quite a bit of weight." But, they would take us, and then they would put us on the road, and we would, go out to TV, and they would say, "All right, you're going to debut here." No, wait. So, it was a waiting game. And then finally, we just did some house shows. And then after that, after I think it was a year and a half, 2 years, they weren't doing anything. So they kind of like brushed us off and let us off our